Cuba certainly, and a few other very strong South American countries. That is this a live stream thing?
No.
Okay, just for.
I don't know what you're talking about.
but I mean, and I mean, I think there are multiple interests in that. Yeah,
It's just a salad bowl perspective.
What? Oh,
It's a salad bowl perspective.
That's a good title for a podcast. Salad bowl perspective.
I'll show you afterwards. This is incredible because after you record this, you can record. You record 360 degrees.
Yeah, I want to understand.
And in the recording software, you can like zoom in to this conversation and take that and put it into a frame. Zoom into that conversation, put it into a frame.
That's very
But
cool.
what I think is interesting is actually the 360 degree perspective. So when it's on YouTube, you can actually go with your phone on YouTube and go around inside of the room. So like if you have a good conversation going between people, when someone brings that from this side to the other side of the table, you can like switch to the other side of the table and like be able to, engage with. Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
So I completely interrupted your thought.
No, I mean
on
I think
salad bowl politics.
I mean,
of the Caribbean
I need to
and,
read more and listen more. I'm only really just re-engaging with news after a small hiatus, and things have happened so quickly in the last, within this month.
It's just crazy what's happening right now.
It's terrible.
Like,
it fucking scares me, to be honest. I'm
it's
like
terrifying.
Really scared, and it's really hard to project.
Like,
into
what
any
is
kind
he
of future.
fucking planning? Where is he going with this? Like,
I think there is no plan.
that's the bizarre thing, right? That like,
what
how
I
did?
wonder about is like what they're.
Do you
what,
remember-
what we are not seeing that they're reacting to?
Do you remember like after Trump 1.0 when there was like all of these different documentaries on like
1.0.
people that were in the White House? Remember like there was like I don't even remember the name of the book, but it was like a fly on the wall where like people were like in the design in the like campaign when they got elected, and they like literally said we had no idea we were going to get elected. We had no plan on actually running things.
Yeah, that's why the handout so quickly.
Yeah. But how did
also
that get
heard,
elected again? Like,
I don't know. People. Yeah. I mean,
Time and like you allow enough time for like a narrative to get reconstructed. Because you remember like the day after January 6th, everybody watched him do nothing.
Yeah.
Say nothing.
Yeah.
For hours.
Yeah.
He was completely out of control of that out of control of what was happening.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that brought him down, was he was not in control.
Yeah. That's a good point.
And it took 4 years for him to reconstruct that narrative.
yeah,
But he never talks about it being out of control.
how he
In that
set up a
moment.
situation that made people freak out, and he was like, "Oh
yeah,
fuck!"
that did not work in his favor. Yeah.
I mean, this is just like the second iteration of that.
Right. And
But it's
yeah.
I think also like COVID happening during his presidency was probably like the worst thing that could have ever happened. Because I think it would have gone down just as horribly. It's just COVID gave him an excuse. So
for it gave him an excuse to
not be in control.
Right.
Yeah.
To be more
Anybody-
unhinged to the degree that he was, right? Because with COVID as the
It's like
contingent.
So that also
like
that also is a
very
part of the veil
Right. If
of
no
like
one prepared for that, no one knew. Yeah.
No,
it's
like,
also
the
a part of the
government-
veil. Like looking
the
back,
structure wasn't.
what was there? It was veil. It was like a cloudy situation that was
You
also.
mean the space of COVID?
Yeah, I'm just looking at like how did this happen again? Like I remember like Trump was done, and there was all this like exposure material where all these reporters came out and stories came out. We're talking about like it's how crazy it was when we were under the veil, and now we're free. But then 4 years later, it happened again. Like I'm so confused. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I
It just
think
doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, I think that there are real fears and concerns that the average American carries with them daily. And those things get muddied when overlap with one's sense of value and sense of self-worth in the world, you know?
Yeah.
And I think when those things...
Tequila?
Please. If we're gonna have this conversation.
We're gonna keep talking about Trump.
I mean, I think if when those things become weaponized, you know, such as, I mean, I have you ever heard of Saskia Saskin?
No.
She's Saskia Sassin. Sassin. She's a French economic theorist and writer.
I don't think I know her.
She wrote this really interesting book on authorities, territories, and walls, and essentially
Clean your glass with tequila.
essentially presents the idea of a border as really this. It's an ideological tool that only exists in the imaginary. Like no one in America, if we're talking about, that actually voted for him and believes to the fullest extent that the threat of migration. I don't do. I'm a cigarette guy. Sorry, and a tequila guy.
Apologies. I didn't mean to offend you.
No, you didn't offend me.
Do you have any cigarettes?
I can get some if you wait like 2 minutes. I have a fresh pack, not so fresh because I smoked a lot today, but fresh.
American Spirits.
Yeah.
I almost bought a pack today.
I'll go get it.
Please, that'd be great. Yeah.
Saskia.
Well, you were finishing something.
Or Saskin. I might be mixing up her surname, but just that fear in general is an imagined concept before it's real, and even after it's real. The way that memory works is, memory is every time we recall something, it's a
reconstruction. Yep.
Exactly.
We're
carving along these neural pathways, recarving these small lines,
so it gets a little bit
always fuzzy.
And of course, there's different channels of fear. Like there's the channel of like walking along a building edge. Oh shit, I might fall. That's a fear.
That is a fear.
In traffic. Oh shit, I may die because of this truck that's passing by me.
Yeah.
But a social context and how you integrate with the people that you're around and how they reverberate what you speak. And the way that your social fear is a totally different animal.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what you're talking about.
Return to sound. When those voices are amplified in a room, even if it's the workplace, even if that workplace is, doesn't matter where that workplace is, but because the banality of every day makes it such that any contained interior space allows for that sort of
no, don't do that.
Reverberation to happen amongst various voices, that are participating in the same sources of getting their news source. So to your point, I think you're absolutely right. That fear becomes amplified because it becomes validated all of the time, and that validation also works in the way where it allows for comfort in your own fear. I'm afraid, but so is he, and we're on the same page about what we're afraid of, even though we've never fucking been to the Mexican border, but we understand that it's a real thing that's threatening our lives. And at that point, when that drives someone's political will and decision, it's only in the imaginary. It's an imagined event. It's an imagined thing that becomes as real as this table. And I think also to what you spoke to earlier, I think that Trump is a bit more sophisticated, and if he's not the one that's more sophisticated than he reveals in his rambling, certainly the fucking people around him. Certainly,
I think more and more. I believe more and more.
I'm gonna get my. Yeah.
They're not that sophisticated. It's more our interpretation of it, because it's so crazy. We have to figure out how or why it exists. And that adds a certain level of sophistication to it that it doesn't deserve. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Is that crazy to say that?
No. I think it's interesting seeing what's getting traction right now and how things are getting traction. It's also it's hard to know what actual echo